viral recipe videos. You either love them or you hate them or you're curious about them. Either way, we are gonna make a couple today and see if they are worth the hype. Let's get into it. All right, first up we have a Parmesan crisped potato. I got my oven preheating at 350. I'm just gonna take these little Yukon Gold potatoes and slice them in half. Normally I would parboil these. I just feel like they offer a better crisp when you parboil them. But we're following that video and it did not look like she did that. So we're sticking to the video. All right, so once they're all cut, it looks like she does drizzle some olive oil on the bottom. And then she takes the grated Parmesan cheese and like sprinkles it on top of that. No mention really of how much, it just looked very coated. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, based on the amount of potatoes I have, I'm gonna assume this is more than enough. And then she takes some thyme and puts it on top. All right, I'm gonna assume that's good enough. I did about like 3 to 4 sprigs of it. Now, she doesn't salt and pepper anything, at least not that I saw, so I'm just gonna place them on top of the Parmesan. I'm guessing they're banking on the salt from the Parmesan to aid in salting the potatoes. I don't know if that's enough salt personally, but I didn't make the viral video, okay? Okay, they all fit. I'm gonna put them in the oven. It's preheated to 350. It said 15 to 20 minutes. So we'll see what happens. All right, here is where we are at after 20 minutes. I don't know if they're done though, let's see. Okay, it passes the knife test. All right, let's dive in. I've let them sit a little bit so that the cheese kind of sets. Let's see. Oh, well that's cool. All right, a little tough to just get one. And some of the cheese on the inside did not harden, but that's okay. Look at that. That looks pretty awesome. All right, but let's see how they taste. So overall, pretty good. You get like that creamy potato, a little bit of crisp from the Parmesan cheese. I'm not getting too much thyme, but I probably just didn't pick one up that had some on it. They need salt though. Definitely season these with salt and pepper before you bake them, or even after when they're out of the oven. That would be good. Yeah, because the cheese definitely doesn't have enough salt in it to, you know, get into the potato. But otherwise, not bad. Give it a try. Okay, as I was eating some of these off camera, I rewatched the video and I noticed she's drizzled some balsamic vinegar on top, which I think will add a little something different. So I'm gonna try another one with a little balsamic. Let's see. Okay, it still does not make up for the lack of salt, but it does add a little something else to these that I actually enjoy. So don't forget the balsamic. All right, let's get to the next one. Okay, up next we have those upside down puff pastry tarts, which I'm liking these. All right, your imagination, it can go wild. So I have my oven set to 400 and let's just have some fun. We're gonna do the one that's everywhere, which is the shallot, thyme, and balsamic. So let's get started with that one. From what it looks like, they add a little olive oil to the bottom of the pan. And then we layer our shallots very nicely down there. And I just cut mine lengthwise like this, nothing fancy. I'm gonna sprinkle this with a little salt because I just feel like it'll need it. All right, then I'm gonna add some thyme on top. You can definitely do rosemary, whatever you prefer. Here's the part of this particular one that I'm uncertain about, and that's the balsamic, adding the balsamic on it, only because I feel like it's going to burn, but we're gonna do it. I'm gonna add it on top of the shallots just a little bit. I feel like if I had added this first, it would have burned even worse. So I just added like a couple drops, and then I'm gonna take the puff pastry, and I've stretched them out just a little bit and placed it right on top. Okay, so that one's done. Next, I'm gonna do kind of like a tomato tart, I guess. I'm gonna take a little bit of the potato idea and add Parmesan at the bottom, because I feel like that'll give a nice crisp to it. So I'm gonna add some Parmesan cheese first, or olive oil and then Parmesan cheese, I should say. And I have all this thyme, I might as well use it. So we're gonna add some thyme onto that. All right, and then I have some nice heirloom tomatoes. I salted these, but I also put them on a paper towel so that some of the moisture will draw out. I just think that's gonna be the best way to go about this. But definitely make sure to season your tomatoes. I'm gonna use two decent sized ones. Then we'll just top that with puff pastry. I'm gonna stretch this one a little bit more. All right, one more savory one, and then we'll do a sweet one. I'm going to do a garlic confit with, what do I wanna do? Maybe just some Parmesan cheese and the garlic confit. I think that would be pretty good. So olive oil, Parmesan cheese. Maybe I should have put the garlic first. Oh well, too late now, too late now. All right, and then I'm just gonna smush some of that garlic. I'm gonna use 3 cloves. And then I saved some of the rosemary from the garlic confit I made, so I'm gonna place some of those sprigs on there. Okay, then we're gonna stretch our puff pastry yet again and place it right on top. Okay, and I'm just gonna use the same baking sheet to do a sweet one. We're gonna do like a peach tart, maybe like a peach cobbler kind of vibe. So I just have some sliced peaches over here, and I'm gonna add a little bit of cinnamon to it and mix them all up. And I'll be honest, ideally I would have loved brown sugar, but I don't have any, I'm out. So instead, I'm gonna use a little agave. You could use maple syrup, honey, either one. And we're just gonna drizzle a little. And then I'm gonna fan these babies out. Kind of overlapping, just a touch. Okay, then we have our final puff pastry. Then I'll go in with a fork and just make sure that the edges are stuck to my mat. If you don't have one of these mats, use parchment paper. Okay, they are all crimped up, and then I have a little egg wash that I'm gonna place on top. And we're gonna bake them in the oven. Every time that I've been seeing is about 20 to 25 minutes. So I'm gonna start with 20 minutes and then see how it goes from there. Okay, you guys, 20 minutes was the perfect amount of time for these, and it smells amazing in this kitchen, and they look great. I'm thoroughly impressed. Here's the shallot one. I mean, it got like a little caramelized, but not burnt. So I'm kind of excited to try this one. Let's dive in. Stop. Oh my God. This is good. Yeah, the onions definitely got like a little sweeter and beautiful caramelization. I get the thyme. Yeah, a little bit of sweetness from the balsamic. It's really good. Very good. Yeah, that one is so good. Okay. Okay, then we have the Parmesan garlic confit. Doesn't look that pretty, but I do like that the top is like pretty hard and crusted. Next time I'd probably reverse it and put the garlic on top so you get to see it a little bit. But let's see how it tastes. I think I forgot to put salt on this one. It definitely needs salt, but man, that garlic confit, ooh, so good. I did a shorts on how to make it, so definitely check that out. It's super easy, but this one's very, very good. And that crispy Parmesan on top, it's almost like a Parmesan stick, kind of like a crispy Parmesan stick. That one's really, really good. I love this. I'm always gonna test recipes. Okay, then we have the tomato, Parmesan cheese, and some thyme. This one looks beautiful. I love that you could see the tomatoes. Love that. Oh no. Wow. Flavors, delicious. Execution, not so much. It does pull apart from the puff pastry, which is a bummer because when you get the tomato and that's like the sweet burst in your mouth, it's so good. So that's too bad. Maybe if I would have put the Parmesan cheese first and then the tomatoes first and then the Parmesan cheese on top, maybe it would have been different. But oh man, that's kind of a bummer that it kind of ripped away. So you really have to, this is like a two-hander. You really got to hold down the tomatoes and then take the bite. It's really good with the tomatoes. I love it. Okay, and now some desserts. Our peach, cinnamon, agave. Again, it did get a little caramelized, but not burnt, which is what we want. This one might have the same issue as the tomato. Let's see though. I have a feeling it will, but I'll go in double-handed just in case. So this one is good, but the peach that I used is not it. It's very bland, and even the agave didn't even help it at all. So don't make this one unless your peach is extra juicy and sweet, because I could see this being really good, but then with the lack of sweetness, I'm sad. I'm a little sad about this one, but it is what it is. Next time I make it, I'll either use a different fruit or make sure my peach is at its peak ripeness. All right, guys, so there you have it. A couple of viral recipes that I wanted to try out. Have you tried these out? After seeing these, are you gonna wanna try them out? Let me know in the comments below. And also let me know what other viral recipes you're curious about, if they will work out. I would love to do them. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.